Do something.
My
So,
notes van vorige sessies zijn wel goed. The party members got guns.
yep.
That is
And
by
they
far the
didn't.
most important thing that happened.
And
Oh,
nobody
sorry.
wondered
and
why.
Grenades.
And nobody
And
wondered
grenades.
why the DM was giving out high-profile weaponry. All right.
Because he's a brilliant DM who wants to see his players happy. No other reason.
Exactly. Eventually.
I'm sure it's fine.
And crushes even harder.
Oh yes. I've given my players hand grenades, and they think it's a gift. All right. Lol. So, recap. A lot of things happened, but more importantly, because we are running late, you went outside, and everything was fine and cool, and you were having buddy, totally not death flag moments with the crew. And a good thing as well, I hope you guys remember and realize, I gave you full control over in which vehicle you would sit. And the fact that in turn 2, one of these cars immediately had a breakdown and fell behind was completely random because I rolled really fucking well, and then dear old Dario rolled very poorly on the event thing. So immediately, as in such a beautiful horror movie moment, you see this car fall back with screams coming over the comms as it gets engulfed by grooves, by alien creatures and demons. Beautiful. And that's sort of where we left off. The giant winged demons, the Vrox, have now spread poison within one of the cabins of the back car here. I am, for reference, going to put it a little further back. There you go. So it's just almost outside of range of vision, which is perfectly funny. And yeah, so right now, you are all manning certain stations in these vehicles. These vehicles are still technically under your control, because I like giving my players agency when I crush their souls. I believe Gord is in the gunner's seat. He's still trying to figure out how this thing works. His first shot was a bit of a miss. And yeah, so now you are all contemplating certain things. Okay. So with that, you all have an action within the machines here when it is your turn, let's say. So let's see what's going to happen here. So I've already written down that the Basilisk also had a single failure, right? Where I believe it had a disadvantage because I'm writing down, so it's wear. So these cars will break down when they have too much wrong with them. So the Basilisk, the large APC thing, already has 1 point of failure. The Jackals, the two Jackals here, the back Jackal number 6, has 2 points of failure already and 1 breakdown, which is why it is now speed is halved, so it is falling behind. It is not. They're having a good time here, these guys, but they are not dead yet, right? It can still be recoverable. Good. With that said, we ended. I'll say, any notes, any questions, any things you guys want to add before we get right into Dario's turn?
The different features of the automobiles, can each of the crew members use them together, or is it just one person that can use it?
Yeah,
Can I,
'cause there's
for
gunner-
instance, designate a target to give Gord advantage on the gunner?
Yes, so you
Yes, I
can.
specifically did. I did
Yeah.
that last
Yeah.
turn.
Yes. So I will say, in terms of weaponry, you have to be in the gunner seat, right? So Gord is currently in the Basilisk gunner seat, and I don't know if anyone is. There's currently a gunner in the car with Nolan and Dario. Yes.
Yeah, but
So there we go.
So there's a gunner and there's a driver, but we
Yeah.
kind of control what they do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you still have agency over what happens, but there's NPCs
Yeah,
doing things.
Okay.
Technicality.
Yes.
If I cast Holy Weapon on the turret,
Nice.
all bullets get the Holy Weapon treat.
Oh yeah.
And
that's a
how
good
many
idea.
rounds does it fire in a round?
Okay. I will say.
Technicalities.
Okay. I will say the burst of fire is a single attack. Right?
I mean, based on the spell description, it shouldn't matter because it just says the weapon attacks made deal damage. It
Yeah.
doesn't say it has to be melee, so
Yeah,
Yes,
it can
but
be a
is
bow.
each bullet an attack?
No. That's the thing. You have a burst. I will say with
Okay.
the APC, it is more like a shell that is being fired. It's not. But if you were to holy weapon your gun, then it is a single action. The single attack action is what gets the bonus. Okay?
Great.
Because
But
I
every
am
turn.
not. But every turn.
yeah. Because it should be every attack you make or weapon
Yeah.
attacks deal extra damage. No,
Exactly. So it's not going to count the individual
no limits.
projectiles.
Oh, you were asking if every single bullet would get 2d. Oh,
Yeah.
No, I understand. I understand. Oh, yeah, no, that was it. No, yeah. I am following now.
Good try. Good looking out.
En een extra attack telt ook niet, denk ik, hè? Met het geweer.
So I will say that currently you guys aren't proficient with these weapons, kind of, right? So I'll give you guys your bonuses, but yeah. Multi-attacks, yeah. So-
Nee, ik snap dat wel. Dat niet.
Ja. But you can still use your second attack for something else. Okay.
Ah. Maar geen firebolt of zo, hè?
No, yeah. It's another attack, right? Because you're not
okay,
casting a
just-
spell when you're shooting the thing, so yeah. Or
Okay,
the multi-attack is with a weapon, right? No, you would have to
Yeah.
use a weapon. So you can shoot
Yeah.
and then use your sword. I wouldn't mind that, but yeah. Or the gun and the pistol, for instance. You know,
yeah.
it's always quicker to grab your sidearm than to reload. Haha. Okay.
Nu
En
wil ik eigenlijk mijn wapen aan Gord geven, zodat Gord zo full akimbo.
yeah. These are all things that can happen if you survive this run.
Can the basilisk sprint?
Yes.
So it can do 140 feet.
Yes.
But our movement speed in the basilisk is currently half because there's a guy on the wild shield making it harder. For
Well, not a movement shield, but it's got disadvantage on checks right now.
Ah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
there's a
'cause
guy
it's
in
the-
front of our.
Yeah,
driver.
there's a Gru just on the windshield, so it's making hard for the driver to do skill checks. Also, the one with the movement reduction is the car falling behind. Okay, is that all you want to know? Want to stall?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hey, I missed a bit last time.
Yes, you did, but you could have watched the
I
VOD.
was
Haha.
dying. Yes. When?
Hope- Hope you're feeling
I have
better.
no-
But
I
you
have no free
again,
time.
yeah, I
I may
understand.
be even feeling worse, but oh well. We'll live.
All we chase is simply the absence of pain.
So there's
Speaking
a demon
of-
on our windshield in the basilisk.
Yes.
Yes, one of the smaller guys that has
Made
hundreds of
it-
them swarming the other car.
Yeah. Imagine there
Chasing
is
us
a
still as
wave
well, right?
of demon creatures running from these. Because I'll again give the description of this broken down ruined city that is no longer being policed let's say, by Anthe, and is now all the demons are coming out, the little ones, and a couple of big ones to try and, well, catch up to you as you're trying to leave this segment of the city. That brings us...
But- Yeah,
Yeah.
Calendra did do a fire breath.
Yes.
which Kept our car a bit safer for this round.
Yes, correct. So, with that, Dario, it's your turn.
Yes, I know. So, they're behind us. There's nothing in front of us, or the big ones are in front of us.
No, so the big ones are still... Currently, one of them is on the other car, and the other one is still diving towards the basilisk. In front of you, there's a ruined city, there's pitfalls, there's broken buildings, there's also other cars from the city of Severn that have failed
Okay.
here before. But there's no... You can't see... Well, actually, make a perception check for me. As we roll dice in this game to play the game. Holy Jesus, fuck.
That's what I needed last time.
I'm going to stop
No.
asking that.
Yay!
Okay.
Roll the game.
So you see in front of you the road here is broken and hard to navigate. Broken buildings toppled over the road that will force you very soon to probably make a turn to the left into the city proper, out of range, well, off the road itself. You can see that the city was built around these large roads, and you'll have to disappear into the broken urban sprawl. But what your elven eyes see is that the buildings themselves seem to be breaking down in the distance. You're looking miles ahead now, as this is a pretty flat surface. There are not a lot of hills here. And the more to the edges of the city, the architecture changes. These are still square buildings. These are skyscrapers, like you've seen them, like they are in the city itself. But more and more as you go outside, they start becoming twisted and turn and warped by the forces of Severnus. And you see things that could be cathedrals that rise up, much like the little statue that was taken from the guard. You see these gnarled effigies at the edges of the city. At some point, this stops being a human city, and it becomes a Severn city.
Okay. And so there's a lot of grubs behind us.
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands. Then I'll just use the gunner action at those closest toward us to...
Okay.
And I point
So,
the gunner at those you need to shoot.
okay. So, that's the ranger one. Okay. So, yeah. Roll for an attack. 17, which still hits because they don't have a lot of AC. So, okay. I will say, narratively, the gunner that's in your car for a moment gets out of the seat and walks towards Nolan. And is like right in Nolan's face. You take that, like, what's going on with you? You're using things like they use. And at that point, you see Dario climb into the turret, turn around, and just, you've done this once before with a smaller weapon, and just
It doesn't
And
matter where I point now. It's just
no.
We
And
are behind you. You like our car is behind you.
doesn't
so
matter.
Cassius, you definitely well, Gord is facing the other way, but you hear this from the other car. You see the strafe with the guns just coming closer. It goes, oh fuck! And then he pulls up the gun as it strafes. As many of these creatures start jumping towards the car and get carved in the middle, carved in twain as they fall dead to the ground. And I will say, for a moment, they sort of back off in their stride away from the car. So
Only 4,000 left.
yeah, but they are a little dissuaded from going for you, so there might be advantages there.
For this mechanic, I don't really need to roll damage or what.
No, because it's basically
Just-
you said you fired into the horde, you affect
Yeah.
the horde.
Right.
Okay, that is Dario.
Yes.
Boris.
Right. The two big guys.
Yeah.
How far apart are they?
So I will say this guy is a little further behind to the car, and this one is in full flight diving you guys. So he is probably closing into, I will say, 60 feet from you guys. So he's like right above you.
And the Gru is on his back, or
No, this guy represents the horde.
okay. Let's just go for it, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Dexterity
Nolan,
saving
isn't
throw.
it?
Yeah. So the gunner.
Oh,
you
yeah.
roll
Oh,
well.
boo.
Nice.
Roll well.
Ah, nee,
Boo.
ja, overal is, maar dat moet niet.
Yeah.
Ah,
No,
boo.
that's my
That's
deck
not
save.
good.
Thanks for congratulating me. So as Nolan has got this gunner in his face, going like, what kind of magic are you? And you see this explosion where you see the Vrogdo bank away from it and manage to just catch the edge of it. You hear this horrendous scream coming from the Vrog as fire does, singe it somewhat. Okay. So it'll take not half, but a quarter of that, as it is resistant to fire.
Now we know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it'll take 7 damage.
I assume some of the horde is hit as well.
Well, no, because this is in the air. So how much range is that? 20-foot sphere. So it might singe a few of them, or at least they like jump away from the heat that it gives off. But yeah, not. It was not super effective against this little Pokemon. Now you know.
Are you trying to bait up my big hearers again?
I am simply hoping you all survive. Okay.
And that's my turn. I guess.
Inside
That-
check.
Sure, DC 40.
He's hard to read.
16.
16. You do wonder how you've been sent out here with a promise to retrieve something. And Kirksarin is a very strong mage. So
That's the
many
version,
littered, destroyed, so many sorties that have not gone further beyond this point. Is it because things have changed? Is it because of Anthes no longer here? It's strange. Cassius, how we doing?
Yes. There is a guy on the windshield of our car.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any kind of angle that would allow me to throw a knife onto him?
Well, you have the gunner pod, which is open at the top.
Uh-huh.
Gord is there,
Uh-huh.
but he's a dwarf. Sorry to point that out. There is also the gate you can drop, or there's literally the door, the passenger side door that you could open, and 90s action hero yourself across the moving car.
Yeah. Okay. What if I bend the bullet?
Oh,
No.
I do need to make an attack roll against the target. I
Yeah.
don't know if that would work. It would be very cool if you say that it works, but I'm okay if you say like no, because you can't make the initial attack from inside the car.
Okay. Homing strikes. It does say homing strikes.
Yes.
Yes.
And also, I need to stress this, it would be very cool.
Would be very cool. I agree.
Rule of cool. Yeah.
Really cool. Okay. So, I will say this. I will allow you to do so without any extraneous horrendous skill checks.
Well, I need to make an attack roll, and then I need to add the psionic die, and then
Yeah.
if that hits, it expends the psionic die. So let's
Yeah.
see.
So
if I can
let's
make
do
the attack
that.
roll first.
I will, however, one moment. I will say you need to expose yourself to the outside of the car to do this. So you have to either
Mhm.
Can
you
I
have to
not just throw it through one of the gun slits that we have,
sure, but
or is that pushing
then
it?
then I'll say a disadvantage. If you're not
Yeah,
poking
sure.
out, then it's disadvantage because you're
Yeah.
really making some geometry work here.
Yeah. I can see no safe way to poke out and not get immediately murdered, so I'll just take the disadvantage then. Or is that just no? Yeah, it's disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay,
Nice.
And
that'll hit.
I'll expend the psionic die as well, just because that's what's letting me do it, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise it doesn't feel fair. So that's a 34 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Yeah, I was hoping so.
Right between the eyes.
It
And now let's
cannot
see.
be a sneak attack because it was a disadvantage, so it'll
Correct.
just be regular damage.
Okay.
So that's 9 psychic damage.
Okay. So, okay. There's a lot of things happening for these poor soldiers. They just saw Boris just open his hand and this explosion
Instant
happened.
fireworks.
There was again fire from the other car as well, and then they look to you as like being the guy who has like a normal temperament and is like the reasonable one.
Who's
the
most normal looking of the bunch?
Yeah, and then you just focus. You're like, one of them is like, "Are you okay? Like, it looks like you're having a migraine or something." Just try and stay focused, and you just and this swish goes through around the car from one of the gun ports, and the gremlin at the front of the car just gets. Well, no, it wouldn't be any blood. It would just
No, it would be just
it just fall and just gets sucked under the car and then just vanish. And you seem very happy about that, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay, that was exactly as cool as I thought it would be.
Mhm.
And the ranger just staring at you going, "Who are you people?"
And then I have a bonus. I'm just checking. I don't think any of the car actions are a bonus action, right?
I don't think so, no.
Then I will. Can I do anything with my bonus action? I can do lots with my bonus action, but can I do anything useful with my bonus action? I will use my bonus action to click my boots of speed together, so those are active.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Noted. All right. Then it is the second Rock's turn. I mixed them up because this guy is actually, because that one went first. There we go. So this is now the one that is coming for you guys.
Is the damage
Huzzah.
added correctly then?
No, you are correct. So I will put this one back to full.
Cheat.
And I will take this one minus. No, that's 7 points. Gonna matter. There we go. So, what it is going to do after being fucked beyond recognition by the fireball, well, singed by the fireball, it is also going to move, fly right over the car here. And Gord, you see this thing and you think it's going to try and bite your head off. Instead, it shoots the same kind of poisonous cloud that was engulfing the other car. So it will use its spores.
Rat.
So I need all of you in that car, including Calendula, to make a constitution save, please. It's not a high one.
+3 van mijn aura, allemaal.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we're next to Gord, right? Yeah.
Doing some good rolls.
Fuck me.
All right.
Ik dacht dat die 17 van mij was.
Nope.
And I
That
need
was
to
mine.
Het was not.
get these guys as well. There you go. You got the driver and then one more guy in your car, I believe. Was that how we split it? I don't remember.
Hebben wij niet ene? Ah, een driver en ene, ja.
Ja.
Ik kan...
Ja, we moeten de wiskunde nou kijken, maar
I
whatever.
think we had a driver and a commander, because there's 2 guys next to our car on the...
Nee,
Yeah,
de
I
commander
just
zit
put-
bij de Nolan, niet?
Yeah, because I need to like check exactly, because I think there's at least a gunner there. So got the commander, gunner. God, I need to check. Well, regardless, I'm gonna move this along. So there we go. Okay, so you guys don't take damage yet, so forget that. It is at the start of your turns that the poison starts affecting Gord and Cassius. For the others, I will just quickly...
Is on a saving throw versus poison, want dan heeft Gord een normaal advantage op als dwarf.
Ik heb resistance daarop, niet?
Yeah, resistance.
Assuming you're still a dwarf.
Resistance op...
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf
Yeah, so-
again, yes.
Yeah, so it's resistance against the damage, but not against the saving throw.
Not the saves. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
So, okay, the riflers...
No, you have advantage on
And like-
saving throws against poison.
Ah, okay.
You have resistance against poison damage,
So,
according
yeah,
to the
okay.
player handbook.
okay.
Ja, ik heb het gewonnen.
So, you can roll again then.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Martin. For the
So he hasn't been a dwarf for so long, I forgot.
Yeah, that's... it did
wow.
not matter,
Well
but...
done.
Wow, Robin.
Oh, it's the thought that counts.
Is dat lastig?
So the...
Een 5, echt? 5?
Ja.
Ja. Ik
Yeah,
spaar
so the-
mijn crits voor ze weten.
Ah ja, oké.
Yeah. So the entire car is also engulfed in this sickly green miasma, toxic spores. Okay. Good. That is going to be its turn. Hey,
Well, we didn't rip our car apart, so that's good.
no yet. No. Nolan.
Nolan will look at the gunner. Stop complaining. You don't know anything about magic. So your stuff is amazing, right? And I will throw a grenade at the rock.
Okay. So I will say these cars are moving.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is 20 feet in the air above the
Ah.
other car.
The one that has me, Boris,
Yes.
Calendula, and
Oh yeah, Calendula.
Gord.
Still need to save as well.
Am I tanking another
save
explosion
it.
for you guys?
Calendula
Calendula
will
has
save.
Ah,
yeah,
Calendula
but-
saved. Okay,
I
never
send
mind.
you
Never mind.
I
Yeah.
send you a DM.
Me?
DM.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah, dat zit niet, ja. Okay. Great. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
What's he up to?
I am trying to kill the other party members.
An
Will you
attack
let me?
roll.
Yes, finally lost
Allemaal
his
daarop
marbles.
springen en dan kunnen ze
He's finally he's got the one person he likes with him in the car, so now he can get rid of the other.
Is it a
One of the
plain
personas has
D20
taken
or?
over.
What does
You
it
wanna
say? Actually, I don't know what it says. 2 grenades. Ah, you
I
just
can-
wrote down grenades. Didn't I throw them in your inventory?
Correct. No?
They are part
Did
of
you?
our features.
A feature, yeah, it's a feature. It's a-
So you have to.
Yeah.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So it's actually yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I will say you have to throw it. So make an athletics check for me. I think because it didn't import 100% with the rules. That's perfect.
You drop it at your feet.
So you try and get out of the firing port with your arm and like jam your arm out, and then you kind of drop it, and it just
And I just keep looking.
Into the car or on the outside of the car?
no on the outside.
on the outside.
Okay.
And I keep watching.
Bop, 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 and the gunner also is looking like
And I look at the gunner. Your stuff sucks. Your materials are rubbish. I'll use mine.
you didn't pull the pin.
The
You
what?
need to pull the pin. It's an expl. We showed you.
No, you didn't.
And at that point, the captain will look alive. Cut the chatter. Focus on the damn things trying to kill us.
The disappointment when it's on the house.
En zo, iedereen heeft al echt coole shit gedaan en zo. Wat gaat deze doen en zo?
Well, he was complaining about magic, so that's what you get when you're dealing with Nolan.
Zalig.
Nolan zijn sass.
I just dropped the nade.
Why did we give a grenade to Nolan, by the way?
Well,
They
he
were
only
giving
has
them
one
out.
left, so it's less of a danger now.
Kunnen wij die dan oprapen en hebben wij dan een extra gedaan? Of...
Yeah,
Nee,
sure.
op een
Swerve the
auto kan
car,
hem nog
and then
overladen en-
Okay, there's a giant bird at the other car, but this is funny.
okay. After that, Gord, you didn't see any of that. You're still in the gunner seat.
Ja, moest ik voor die poison iets rollen of start of
Yep.
my turn?
So at the start of your turn, you take 4 down to 2 points of damage. That's not a lot. Oh, well.
Dat valt goed mee. Ja, maar het is een area of attack natuurlijk.
Yeah, it's everybody. So
Alright. I will look at the guy who said, "Who are you people?" I
Yeah.
will say, "Well, gunning crazily, who are we people? Your saviors, your light, your deliverance. We are the fire of hope in this bleak world. We come bearing the power of the gods."
Oh my god.
How long have you had
Okay.
that thought in your head?
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Didn't you have advantage, by the way?
Well, 18. Had ik advantage? Nee, toch?
Heb nog iets gehoord van dat hij een target designation was?
Nee, dat had ik voor de
Ah.
beurt gedaan, maar dat is maar tot...
Ja.
Dat is gedaan aan het begin van de volgende beurt,
Ja.
denk ik. Of
Oké,
zoiets.
Yeah.
Ik zie op die rock daar dicht bij ons zit.
All right. Yeah. You hit with that.
Nice.
I'll say, actually, I haven't done this, but because you just fucking did that, mentioning the word of Tormodon, by wait, that's that's another attack roll. Yeah. I will say I've never used this rule before, and my other group's gonna tear me out, tear me a new one because of it. But take a roll of inspiration. Take we'll do it Baldur's Gate style, so you have a d20 that you can re-roll if you want to.
Nice, thanks. Nice.
I like that. I'll start doing that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good.
That
Okay,
mechanic.
so 18 and the damage roll of 18 as well. So you do see as Gord is just ramming this shell into the rock, you do see these faint blue runes activate as the gun is firing, because these are using enchanted munition. As normally, a weapon this mundane would not damage a demon from that's been wandering the Severn Plains, but here it impacts, and you see it just tumble in the air for a moment from the impact. So that definitely did do damage. It's still very much up, but it did take pause here. So
En
there you are.
Overwatch Fire, hoe werkt die? En dat is een bonus. Action aan de commander staat erbij.
Yeah. So let me see here. Overwatch Fire. So that is when basically nothing is in range. The moment something moves into range, it triggers a reaction. So, and it's a bonus action for commanders of the vehicle, so they can basically use their bonus action each turn to keep it up, right?
En dan moet je commander doen. Maar alleen. Wacht.
Ja.
Dario Nolan met een commander of niet?
Well, it's the one who controls the vehicle, right? We're doing it a little differently. So this is just purely when something is, yeah.
Maar dat is niet. Nee, dat kan ik nu niet gebruiken.
No, because it's an action to activate it. Yeah.
Ja.
And then it stays. Yeah. There you go.
En ik mocht dan nog een bonus action. Een pistol? De second attack doen?
Let me see here. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah.
Misschien wel raar.
Well, no, this one has only one attack. It's just the one. Kaboom. Yeah, because it's 3d10 fucking piercing damage.
Yeah.
And what else? I need to fucking. There's so much fucking text. And I think the bonus actions commander actually got badly imported in that it's a target designate that's a bonus action.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, but
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it got cut off because it's a bonus action. Is target designate. That's what that is.
Okay, and then
so there you go.
all of us can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say it that way. Yeah, it's totally not something I fucking threw together here, guys. The official module will be out next month. There you go.
Playtest, okay.
Yeah. We're doing it live. But fret not. Now it's time when I really have to start digging, because it is the top of the round. Everybody loves the top of the round because magical things happen.
Een auto telt niet als een creature, hè?
No, it's a vehicle, a construct.
Okay.
Tenzij dat een transformer is.
Ja.
Ja! There's only one way to make this fight cooler.
Noted.
Yeah.
Noted. We're not quite making a mecha anime yet, but we're on the road.
Find a mysterious cube. The Allspark.
Oh,
Dus
dear
daarvoor
Lord.
dat we allemaal roepen, it's morphin time. En dan,
We kunnen
Ja.
dat proberen, hè.
And then our cars melt together to form like a big robot. Yeah.
ja.
Yeah. See, but he's only gonna have one foot because that one's in the back.
Yeah.
Maar eens een kind hebben dat daar spot van staat. Vindt er niks niet meer van. Ai.
Yeah. I actually know what one of my vintage Transformers is worth now because I had to look it up for my antique auction.
Yes, I
Top
I
of the
found
range.
one of the swords he really loves. It's like $600 in an unopened box.
Whoop. Okay, so where's here we go. Setbacks. Okay. So I will say that with the actions taken, the fire from the smaller vehicle, the fireball, the beautiful attempt at the grenade that like skids past as the horde just moves over it. You get the sense that the speed of the horde is somewhat lessening, and you can see them less going straight for you and more spreading out now that these rocks have been descended. Still, however, the car is still covered in them, and you can still, over the radio, you hear, gunfire around the vehicle. You can hear over the comms that they are still screaming and coughing, as this poison is still taking effect for them as well. So,
Can I still
Yeah.
interact with the commander for my turn? Before my turn?
Sure.
Before my turn? Can I ask him, because there were, how far away is the entire horde from the vehicle, roughly?
Right now, because they've halved, I would say around 160 feet.
So they're not around the vehicle.
No, the back vehicle, not yours, but the one that's fallen behind. So that is engulfed. They are around that, but the distance between you and the other vehicle is like 160, 200 feet.
So there's no horde around us.
No.
Okay.
They attacked, but then they backed off.
Then I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. So with that,
Kon ik smiten op die attack?
Ranged attack.
ranged
Ah, ja,
attack,
zoiets,
yeah.
Natuurlijk.
Now, if we had a slightly bigger gun and we put Gord inside of it and shot him at the ground.
Yeah, I need to roll a d12 here real quick. Totally make this too complicated for myself. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So, top of the round, Cassius,
Yes.
you hear, I will say all of you hear a rumble, like a rolling thunder. And as you are all speeding through this landscape, and this horde is still behind you, the demons are still upon you, this rumble happens, and all of you are aware of it. Something is falling or collapsing in the city. Now, you are also coming to the point where a building is across the road you are following. You're rapidly approaching this, and there are ways off this road, and you can also still see burned out vehicles that have once made it this far. Cassie, do you feel, as you look at that place, to that horizon, you feel like you know a safe space? You don't know why, but you feel a pull towards something familiar, something safe, away from danger.
Does it feel the same way the statue did when it pulled and called to me, or is that something I can't quite discern?
Make a religion roll for me.
I'm known to be incredibly good at those.
Yeah, which is strange, because you're sort of repulsed by it.
I was being I surprisingly actually rolled very good.
It is surprisingly similar.
Well, that's not great.
Okay.
But the pull is towards something that's still in front of us, right?
Yes, it's still, but it's going away from the main road. I will also say, let's see here, that at the same time as you are feeling this emotion almost, you still hear the echoes of the car behind fighting for their life. As the radios activate and there is a different signal, but there is mostly static. For a moment, the radios transmit a static that drowns out the other communications. And I will say, Dario and Nolan, you see the commander immediately change the channel of the radio and call out to the others, changing channel, channel 7. Channel 11 is dead. Okay. So for the Gru's turn, they are on the cars. I'm just going to roll real quick what they're doing. Okay. You hear another explosion as one of the doors gets sheared off the car, and you see it, the door fly away. As Gru starts entering, you hear more gunfire, and you also hear a explosion of a stun grenade inside the car. Calendula is up. What is she doing?
She will roll for her breath, which I can click on here, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
so, yeah, click the recharge specifically in uses. There you go. No, it doesn't get it back.
Yeah, doesn't get back. Is there anything she can bite? Close enough?
I mean, if she goes outside.
Yeah, she will not do that. But she is quite smart. Can she tail whip a grenade out?
Okay. Sure. It's still gonna be athletics.
How is she pulling the pin? Sorry, I'm
with her claws, teeth.
I would say the dragon can probably have the dragon has strong enough teeth that she can actually do the cling without. Sure, she's the smartest in the group, guys, apart from Nolan. So
That is true. Yeah, no, that's fair.
And third is Cord.
Yes.
yes.
Uh,
Okay,
I still my.
so it's just athletics. Yeah.
Athletics. Athletics normal.
Okay.
Quite athletic.
Yeah. Yeah, 19 strength, which is kind of funny as well. This character, this NPC is better than half the fucking party. Okay, so the grenade gets thrown,
At the horde, then.
and not at the rock.
Can I hit? Is it in range? Is it a possibility?
I mean, I will say the throw is good enough. The range is good enough on the throw
Yeah,
that you could reach for it.
For the rock, yeah. If it's
All right. Okay, so I need to make a dex save, and it doesn't have advantage because it's not magical. It's just kaboom. Dex saving throw, which it fails.
Nice.
what is that? Vida is this?
Yeah,
Fireball.
basically. In a small radius.
Nice.
Okay, 15 points of piercing damage because it's shrapnel.
Yep.
Which it doesn't have any resistances to.
Nice.
So, okay. Fly damage. So, this dragon just grabs one of the grenades from Gord. That's you hand the grenade. You see it. It is uncanny because it's such a human thing to do, but you see just in between the dragon's teeth, blink, and just wrap this around her tail and then fling it like a rock. And then a second later, well, actually, real realism on the nades. The moment it's released, you hear it pop, and then 3, 4. This thud and shrapnel rains down on the vehicle, but it was far enough away to be ineffectual as damage to the vehicle itself. And you hear this unearthly scream from the demon as it again tumbles in the air. You see parts of the wings are now broken, and it's trying to stay afloat. And you hear this ear-piercing shriek coming from it. Okay. With that,
Would have seen this?
How
How a
you
nade
guys
actually works.
Yeah, you would have definitely seen. You see like a golden tail flip out of the vehicle, and then this little dot that immediately impact with a large bang, louder than a fireball, I would say, much louder. Okay,
Oh,
that lizard just what's going on? With
I
that,
told you.
Now it's the other rock's turn, which is going to now, as the one rock in the air shrieks, it, on its turn, is going to join it in this scream, and is going to use a stunning screech on the crew that is now still dying of fucking poison. And they're gonna make con saves. Hooray! Well, one of them fails, one of them succeeds, so I'll say the driver is still intact. As you hear this piercing shriek, there's a little bit of a wobble. The car is still there. They're still holding on, but they're down one guy. Dario.
How far is that car away? No, really.
It is falling behind more and more. So right now, I would say it fell back 80 feet. It's getting close to 160 feet behind you.
Okay, so that's out of reach. All right, but there are thousands of them, right? Of the enemies.
Yeah, and it's sort of. I'm gonna give these guys a roll soon, but whether or not they can fix the vehicle or get it going again. But they're on the edge of the horde. You can still see it, and there's a lot happening in that car right now.
I'd say they are not driving, right? They're not moving.
No, the car is still going, but at half speed.
At half speed.
I had a breakdown.
It's hard to do anything to help that car, really. It's not like you were equipped for that.
You can do an eagle
Question
and go
Fairy
up.
Fire. If I use Fairy Fire on the car where Gord is in, is that stationary or does the car just move out of it?
I will say in this case, you could stick it to the car, yeah.
I'm gonna stick Fairy Fire to that car so that everything that's each object in it. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the other car.
Fairy is geen AoE die blijft, hè. Dat plakt gewoon aan alles dat erin zit en dan...
Yeah, but there
Yeah.
are creatures on the car, no?
Yes, but like once they're affected, it sticks to the creatures that were affected.
I mean, it's gone. It's an instant. Yeah.
I will say with a 20-foot cube and with what happened with the Vrock, I'll say it can catch the Vrock, right? It's close enough. Yeah, but it's
yeah, but it doesn't affect you.
Are you doing it on our car or on the car that's in the... Because I'm not clear
on your
anymore
car.
which car. Our car, okay.
The other car is too far away from my spells.
Oh, yeah.
It's all creatures, so it would affect allies.
Then I'm just gonna...
You can take that spell back then.
Not with the cube, they're both.
I'm just gonna point at the gunner to shoot stuff.
Well, you are still in the gunner seat because you weren't.
I'm just gonna shoot stuff.
You are the gunner.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot again then. I'm not making it too hard for myself.
Right, where are you shooting?
I'm gonna try and scrape. I'm gonna just full blow and attack the rock.
Okay. $17 hits. Okay.
Solid damage roll.
Foul beast of nature.
Nice.
So moving, I will say this is happening in the same motion, like you're still going, and then just pulling up the gun towards the target. And yeah, doing quite a bit of damage to it. Like, it's starting to look a little hurt. It is. Okay.
That's about my turn then.
Then it's Boris again.
Wanneer Vrock de macht van Helios is laten voelen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it worked. Holy shit.
Ook niet slecht.
Yeah,
Radiant.
2 ones, but all right, a 6. Okay, so first the fireball, making it tumble. The shots, everything is happening to this thing. A grenade blows up in its face, and then it gets strafed by a machine gun, only for it to right itself and ready to do something. This red beam,
Ooh.
not the bright white light or yellow light, but red. Streaks, and you hear again screeching from this creature as it is now lost a limb and an arm and a leg, I will say, just get sliced off by this guiding bolt, this beam. Okay.
And the next
Things.
person who attacks it has advantage.
Indeed.
Thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target until then.
Indeedly do.
It's your moment, Nolan. Or Cassius.
Cassius is up.
Well, I was gonna ask.
Take it.
First of all, Nolan hears in the telepathic connection that I made before we got on the vehicles. He hears. I think Zine is telling me there is a safe space up ahead, but it's off the path that we are currently on. En dan heb ik een angle door een van de gunports op die wrok. En
Ja.
is die hangt die laag genoeg dat die binnen 60 feet is van ons?
Yeah, within 60 feet. Yeah.
I mean, then I'm making an attack with advantage, so I'll have an option to sneak attack.
Yes.
Nice.
Teamwork.
Dank je, Boris.
What a setup.
Teamwork makes dream work.
The setup was there.
And the advantage was necessary.
It was necessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could attack.
That's oh god.
Ooh. That's a lot
Ups
of
and
damage.
downs.
Ja,
Okay.
nice, goed gedaan.
31.
Okay.
Dat was goede advantage.
Ja.
31 points of damage. All right. So, to recap, this rock dives down, barfs this point. Oh yeah, by the way, both
Ja, ik
Boris.
moest eerst mijn poison damage pakken.
Yeah,
Want ik heb die
Boris
50.
saved, right? Or didn't
Yeah, I
he?
saved. I
Yeah,
saved.
so it's
I had
Cassius
22 or
one.
something.
I'll do a 1d10 then. 1d10.
Ja, dat was ik compleet vreemd.
It's 5 points of damage. Okay. So, first fireball grenaded, strafed by the weapons. And then the red beam slicing two of its limbs off. It goes in for the dive. As it would have been exactly the next up. But instead, this click lands right in the midst of its skull. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
I just wanted to immediately go limp and just kind of crash into the ground. Not on
Okay.
us, but like
Yeah.
behind us.
So, screeching, gape wide, and just falls with a puff and just falls behind and gets engulfed by the swarm behind you. And you can see it be torn limb from limb. Because there aren't many allies here on Severnus.
That's horrifying. Okay.
So that is that frog died.
Nice. And then the whatchamacallit, where is the thing that I'm looking for? The designate target was a bonus action then to use?
Yeah.
I'll use my bonus action to designate, I guess, 300 feet. Is the other rock within 300 feet?
Yeah, still.
Or
It's getting 160 to 200-ish feet away.
I'll designate that as a bonus target in case we want to shoot at that. Because, like,
Okay.
fuck that one specific guy in the hordes. I mean, also something I can do, I guess. so,
Yeah.
like-
Hold on, me? Hey. All right. Then Nolan, you're
It's
up.
like, fire at will. Why? Why me? Says Will.
Everything we are now seeing is just horde, right? There's no particular large opponent left.
No, it's still this guy who's hounding the other car. But he's 160 feet away.
And his attention is towards us now?
No, he's still tearing into the car.
160 foot. That far. Just watching.
I will say also, while you're thinking, that the act of this corpse rolling into the swarm is lessening their attention on you. Like, many of them stay behind to try and tear into this corpse of this frog.
Yeah, so we need more corpses.
Dario looks at the guys beside him.
Hello,
What?
how are you?
What?
What are you gonna do? Summon corpse?
Look
Oh,
alive!
3 days to my retirement.
This would have been the worst cast woodland creatures ever.
Oh God! You have a bag that you chuck animals out
Yeah.
of.
Even back.
Ooh, it is. But
Like
a
a
druid,
bonus action of so.
as a druid, I could not.
Yeah, you would
magical.
through.
But my principles, we're dying out here. But like my principles.
Here, have a squirrel. Oh.
Well, I cannot reach. I cannot help the 160 foot away car. There's no spell reaching that far. So I will again address the gunner, and I will say, "Watch this gun," and I'll make a gun with my fingers, and I will point at the hordes behind us, and I will just do like pew, and I will cast erupting earth.
What's that?
Okay. Stop toying with the guy's mind.
Yeah, these guys are not having a good time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna place a measure template. That's too large.
No, that's fine. Okay. So I'll have these guys dex save.
3d12, damn.
Yeah, that's another
Third level spell. Okay. This could work.
Filthy.
16 points. Okay.
Love that.
And it's
Oh,
it's
17.
difficult terrain, right? Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So they are gonna save. Well, that means not all of them are going to get hit by it. But okay, so Nolan does the finger guns, and this chasm, 20-foot thing, where the earth indeed starts to boil and tear and spitting up rocks. I will say, This woman is terrified of you. She just sees this happen and steps back, and just looks at the commander. And the commander is also looking at all of you as this happens. And these creatures falling behind, just some of them get impaled. You can see them get destroyed by the spell. And again, they grab their wounded and just tear them apart, and they're getting more and more distracted. Now, I'm going to roll for the back car, because they're also going to get hit by the difficult terrain.
They
So
have to drive. I mean,
they have to drive. They are poisoned,
I believe in them.
missing a door. You hear the gunfire still going by their machine gun. There is a giant creature on top tearing pieces from this vehicle, and then the earth breaks apart
You
right in
missed
front
the
of
stun
them.
grenade going off in the car that you mentioned.
And the stun
it was a
grenade as well.
well calculated risk.
Okay.
Well, Nolan was in the car when the commander said Channel 11 is dead.
And
So
look
it's like,
alive.
well, those
So
guys
that's
are
what he's
dead, so,
doing.
yeah.
Well, there was something happening there. It has evasive maneuver as a reaction. Right. I will call
It's
this a
kinda
ranged
neat,
attack.
though.
Yeah. So it's moving at least. Impose disadvantage. So I will say in this case it will get advantage, but they are at a disadvantage, so it makes it a straight roll. So it does have all-terrain suspension, which gives it non-magical difficult terrain resistance, but this is magical difficult terrain. So there you go. It's a straight roll.
Anyway, my
I-
JP will still be good. So
Yeah, and it is dexterity.
Cold. Cold.
Holy fuck. It's a dexterity saving throw for the vehicle. Everyone, against 17.
Interesting.
The vehicle has a dexterity of 12.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a fucking Humvee that he's trying to fucking turn the wheel
Yeah,
while
it's not-
he's
It's
being
an
poisoned.
all-terrain car.
Magical difficult terrain is not included. Okay, here we go. Normal roll, not disadvantage.
Oh,
Easy.
driver!
Look
Yeah.
at our DM.
So you see,
Jackal
as it's-
5 lives!
the earth cracks open, these creatures get impaled, and then you see this Humvee you just imagined through the visor the look on this driver. So what the fuck? And just pull over on the wheel. You see just this momentarily taking air and just landing again. They're still in it, but they're still in a very bad place. Okay. They do not suffer another failure.
I believe in Jackal 5. They can make it.
That was Nolan's turn.
Hoe ver zijn die nu van ons?
Well, they aren't further away. 160, so they didn't suffer additional
160
problem.
feet.
160
Yeah.
feet, yeah.
Okay.
That was my turn. So
That was Nolan's turn, everyone.
yes.
Now it's Gord's turn.
Ik kan mijn autocannon op die wrok gebruiken met advantage van de target
Designated.
Some
designation.
target designation, yes.
Dus attack met advantage.
Ooh.
20 was zo'n tease.
Ja.
But still. Oh yeah, this one's dead.
Nou, dus
17 does hit. These guys have 15 AC at this point. Okay, 26 points of damage, which is good. I do need to roll a few things because this guy hasn't been in your active combat yet, but things have been happening inside this car. So I'm going to roll a few attacks from the riflers here. Because I do have
poisoned.
you are still poisoned. Yes. Actually, hang on. How does this work? Yeah, you do need to repeat the saving throw. So if you are poisoned, you can repeat the saving throw. I forget about that. Sorry. So you can roll a Constitution save again. And Cassius, you are allowed one as well. So you do save.
Rating.
Yeah. So you are no
Roll ik
longer
die nu, of
poisoned.
was dat mijs?
Yeah, just do it now because you've missed it. Otherwise, we
Ah.
forget. So I'm just going to roll some auto
Dat is een
rifles.
15, want ik krijg nog +3 van Gord. Ik weet niet wat dat
Right.
verschil maakt.
Okay, then you save. You are no longer poisoned.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm just going to private GM roll a few attacks here. Oh, buddy. Because that's like this. Oh my god. I'm doing it privately because I don't want to shit up the fucking army. Okay, great. They didn't do too well.
Jackal 5
Uh,
murders the Vrock and comes out guns blazing.
Yeah, no. They rolled really poorly. They hit once with one of their attacks, so I'm going, yeah.
Well, they're going
Not
through a
great.
lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, they're going through a lot. they're mostly blind firing like panicked Marines in an Aliens movie, but that's okay. And there you go. So that's an additional. They did a total of 8 damage. And then the same thing for the car. I'm gonna let the gun
Tried.
shoot. It's 3 rounds now, right? So I'm gonna just do this.
Oh!
Oh, that's not bad.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so 1 crit.
Oh,
Yeah, a critical with these guns is. Oh, that's a basilisk. I'm
Nice.
sorry. That's the basilisk. I picked the wrong one. Sorry. So
yeah.
I'm gonna do
thought
that
they
damage.
were the same.
So crit with the basilisk is a cool thing, but I'll do the damage on the gunner here. So 1 crit on that,
Hey, dat is
Which-
nog altijd keigoed. Dat zijn
Ja.
2 10 en 7.
Ja.
Roll on the DD
and then
7.
this. Okay, so that's okay. 44 points of damage.
I believe in Jackal 5.
Okay. And then it was the damage for the actual basilisk, right? This is now your shooting. And that was 26 points of damage, right? Yeah. Okay. So honestly, with all of that, as you Gords focus down, get the targeting, and you see all of these lights light up this interface, you lock it up. This thing is stationary on this car. As it makes this maneuver, it flies together alongside the car in the air. And as the maneuver is happening, you just lock onto it and shoot. It's square in the chest, and it flies back a little bit and has to like catch up with the car again. That's what's happening. It's still up though.
and the horde
That's
is
your-
still.
The horde is still clamoring around the car, so this is still happening. But they are getting more and more distracted because they have things going on for
Other
them.
things to eat.
Yeah. Which it is now their turn. Top of the round. I will also roll for these guys to see if they actually. Who wants to roll for the emergency repair for the back car?
What kind of role is it?
I will tell you when I look it up because I have too many tables. I really do. Pit stop repair. There we go. This would be intelligence. So it's a normal D20 roll.
Calendula.
But like, Calendula's not the
No.
one doing the repairs.
No, no,
so
no.
we didn't
No.
get our bonus,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's you get.
One of us.
It is the simple a +4 to the roll. Who wants to do it? D20
I'll
plus
do
4.
it.
Boris.
Okay.
Prove your
Go
worth.
for it.
So we can
Go
blame
for it.
him
I
if it's
believe in
bad.
you. Yes.
Oh, well
Hey!
done. I never doubted you.
Really is helping.
So
I no longer care about anything. I
It's
just want this
strange
card to
that
make
he
it.
registered it under the Jackal 6. I have nothing selected at the moment.
cool. That's
Weird.
weird, but okay. Yeah. So, field service is DC 15 to remove 1 point of wear, and 2 on a +20. And this is 22. So that means that this car, you, by some magic that you can't see because there's a lot going on there, it removes 2 points of wear from the car. It is now no longer halved in speed. And so while this is happening, I will say maybe, oh, I know, yeah, I know this. With the maneuver required, to dodge Nolan's, well, difficult terrain, the spitting earth. Something that was lodged in the wheel, one of the dead grooves that was lodged in the wheel, gets sent flying. And with that, as it lands hard, the axle jumps back into place and it actually frees up the car as it moves around. Okay.
I helped.
By trying to kill them, you actually saved them. It was all part of the plan. All according to Kaikaku. Okay.
Nolan sees the infinite possibilities of the universe.
Yeah, it's the divination wizard coming through. Like, I have seen all realities, but this one is the funniest one.
Me throwing the grenade was integral to the whole thing.
Yep. In how many realities do we win? 2, but this one's funnier.
And like 15 more people die, but you know.
You'll get it later.
It's gonna be really fucking funny. Trust me. Oh god. Okay, so that's top of the round. With that as well, I will say, on the side of the basilisk, there is now a wave of these grooves that try and grasp again for any openings. So they're gonna jump at the car. Let's see here. And in fact, so yeah, I will say, Gord, they managed to jump, like, pile onto each other. A lot of them get stuck under the wheels, like being crushed immediately. But you hear this gibbering and shrieking as they come closer. One of them is going to take a bite attack on you. A confounding bite. I'll count this, which sadly is going to miss. But I will say that this gibbering and screeching and chattering is having an effect on you as they get closer. But we'll see what that means later. So now there's Calindula's turn.
Sure. Let's do this. Come on, baby.
Is not
Is that
recharged.
guy attacking me within biting range, or that's too?
That would be
She
outside of the
can't
car.
reach that. Yeah. She will do her attack, her grenade attack again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing else she can do.
Oh, what? So that's your last grenade then?
Yeah, my last.
You have.
Frag.
I mean,
grenades.
yeah.
That was
Athletics.
athletics. Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah. Where are you throwing it? At the horde that's
Right
coming
behind
closer?
the guard. Yeah, the horde.
Yeah.
I don't think I can attack.
No.
Reach the frog. So
Okay.
the horde that's
So
coming closer.
I will say, using this grenade, even with saving
Can she help
throws,
the other car with that? No.
17 is a good throw, but you don't know, or she doesn't know, if she's gonna hit the other people with it, because that's a precision strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The safe thing behind the car to give us some relief.
Okay. So using this grenade again, and now she's got 2 of these rings stuck in her teeth. Just starting to. This is not the fantasy campaign I designed, but I did this to myself. So the dragon uses her tail to throw a grenade at the pile of grooves that are forming up to try and take an attack again, a wave of these things coming at the car, and this sharp, hard explosion, very loud to your ears. Just explosive, lets many of them fly. And again, so many of them being torn apart that the ones that come after just dig in and start ripping apart even the still half alive creatures. The damage enough to break apart whatever attack was forming here. That was Galendula's turn. Now it's the remaining Vrock. As you see the car behind you starting to speed up magically, it is torn apart. It's missing doors. It's missing many pieces. This creature, still flapping about, is quite hurt. However, it is going to ascend to the sky, and you again hear this ear-piercing scream, louder than before. But then, after doing so, it's flying high up in the air. It banks away. And the horde somewhat falls behind as well.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Another Thremble. Another shudder. As you're now coming to that point where the road splits, or the road is blocked, and you need to choose your path. In between these buildings, where you are now standing, you hear again this falling of rubble that you heard before. You hear above still this rock screeching, and something that you might misunderstand as laughter. As something is standing up in between the buildings.
In front of us.
Yes, and it is towering above these skyscrapers, the ones that are still standing.
And would this be the split that Cassius told Nolan about?
Yes, this is now where you see that where the building has fallen, this figure starts rising up as shadow itself seems to fall away from it, and it shapes itself in the darkness amongst these buildings. And I'll just show you what you see emerge from there.
And the way we have to take is
Oh boy, we're all gonna die.
And that is as big as the buildings.
Yeah, so this one is a bit bigger than depicted because here he's only like 8 meters tall, but this is a larger version. Yes.
Are these
So
similar
it's
to the ones we saw climbing out of the rifts
I
in
was wondering myself.
Oh, yeah.
our realm?
We
Ah.
saw an arm. Well, Dario saw an
Yeah.
arm and a large arm.
Yeah, but the
That's
Grolls
all-
was, honey.
That's all
Yeah.
we said.
So
That's all we said.
make an Arcana roll for me.
Well, who saw the creature? I think I saw it because I looked back.
Black Lena
at
saw
Nolan.
it.
Yeah.
He did.
But from description, I mean, it's a high DC anyway, but you can try. You can roll Arcana if you want to try and mix and match.
I think Inro and Black Lena saw the things.
Yeah. But I'll allow on second-hand information.
Yeah.
So You can roll Arcana. Hmm.
Als iemand rolt.
I was thinking Dino had to roll.
Ah nee, jij had dat gevraagd, hè?
Iedereen dacht ik niet.
You
Ah,
asked, so
yeah.
Nolan is rolling. I mean,
Oh, it is certainly of, well, anything here is of abyssal descent in some way. But this thing, the things that were emerging from this knoll spawned fissure certainly touched the surface of the abyss. But that was a fresh wound, not yet quite burrowed deep into the abyss. Nolan, in your studies, there have been creatures suggested that could be things that are anathema to life. And as you know, the swarm to be really entropy made form, the opposite of the creation of magic. What would it be? A creature that was formed to represent entropy in mortal form. What you see has only been suggested that it might exist. No one has ever actually laid eyes upon it. Except for now, your party and yourself. This thing rises above, and darkness falls away from it. The buildings that it is standing next to seem to crumble and fade into nothingness as it walks forwards, and it is slowly turning its gaze towards you. You see a hand forming. I will say I will allow everyone a perception check for me. And you can include Calendula in that as well.
Fuck, het ligt een dobbelsteen op mijn dingetje van perception.
nou, ik heb ook slecht gerold. Ik ben 10 en plus 7. Amai.
It's a very
Okay.
perceptive.
So, Cassius, you again feel this need for safety more than you did before. You know the way, and it is away from that creature. You feel a very strong urge to turn this convoy leftwards into relative darkness of this urban hell. But in doing so, you realize you are staring directly at this creature. And even though it is several hundred feet away from you, you can see its hollow eyes slowly turn towards you. And in between this imperceptible slit, this window in this car, you feel that it has noticed you. And you see it point a finger towards you.
Oh.
I got actual goosebumps.
Make a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh, fuck.
I wish I was in the
Oh,
other car.
there goes a good one.
Plus 3.
Dat is 15, dat gaat niet genoeg zijn, denk ik.
As it uses its finger of doom towards you.
Finger of doom.
That sounds
Ominous.
That sounds bad, and the saving throw is 21.
Oh, 21.
Again, guys, I didn't mean for that first bit of the journey to be this intense, because this was the actual encounter.
I knew shit was going to.
Ah.
Oh, what is that?
Ow.
You all watch
Yeah,
as
damn it.
this thing So I basically roll the highest perception is the one that perceives it the most, and it knows you
makes sense.
the most. It points this massive hand that is larger than the car you are driving in, points towards you,
Did he also
and
the
you
feeling
see it basically. Yeah, it's hey. It points towards you, and you all watch. You're all looking at it, except for Cassius. Your skin is starting to fade away and crumble like ash, as you can hear Cassius scream in pain as he is being enveloped by entropy. So, you are now also, if you aren't already, frightened and
Yeah,
paralyzed.
I think he's not frightened.
Is he not?
Want zijn aura had
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Can you...
Of courage.
Can
Als
be
ik mijn
frightened.
hitpoints moet aanpassen, kan ik zo iets van min doen en dat doet dan de math voor mij? Of...
Yes. If you right click and then the number underneath you, you can just delete that and type minus the amount, or you can just click on your character and just right click on the number and apply as damage in the chat.
Ah ja, apply damage.
Yeah, there you go.
Dat
Zo.
is meer dan een helft van mijn AP, hè, mannen.
Ja.
Dat is veel, ja. Dat is heel veel.
Gewoon, it's gone. Also, Hilda, the one who perceives it the most is the one that gets hit by it. This, I know it's not personal, but it kind of feels like it's personally directed at me.
I know, I realized that, but it's also really great for narrative.
The chances of it not hitting me were very small.
Yeah.
And by the way, so this thing is still 300 feet away from you, right? It is.
That was
It's doing this.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. This is 300 feet range. Also, everything around it is starting to fall apart as it is now flying towards you. Basically, it doesn't have wings. It is simply moving through the air, floating towards you.
Ominously.
Okay.
Cool.
So this now becomes a skill challenge because there's no longer. So the combat itself, as everyone else is fucked off, apparently, the car that is very damaged is managing to catch up with you. So the commander will turn to you, and over the radio, basically, like, any suggestion is a good one. What are we doing? You have straight ahead is blocked, and the Nightwalker is coming towards you. There's left and right.
The feeling of safety Cassius feels was left, right?
Yeah. And there is also a way. Everywhere is away from the Nightwalker. You can go into each urban landscape. And towards the edge of the city where everything is warped and strange.
Or we can
Cassius
assault
says
Ramit.
out loud in the radio and as well in Nolan's mind at the same time, go left. Which is towards the feeling of safety that he's feeling. And
yeah.
To make sure there's no confusion about that. Because he was in doubt about whether or not he should follow that, but he's starting to feel like he may need that feeling of safety.
Anything is better than this guy.
Reply, but this is a creature of legends.
I hope you have
see it,
set
Nolan,
your
but
prayers
half
to
my
heal
face
you.
is gone.
I can't see it here in another car.
Which car is in front?
It sees me, which is very worrying because I've spent most of my life being unseen, and now this creature just looked straight at me.
Not to be the party pooper here, but we have 6-second turns. The thing is flying out as a breakneck speed.
I'm
Get us
allowing the
fuck out of here.
narrative. I'm allowing the narrative.
Get
So
us the
just
fuck out of here to
point.
safety.
Left was darkness and right isn't, or it's all darkness?
It's all to you, especially to you. This is fucking hell. You haven't seen any vegetation or it's dust, rock,
Yeah.
concrete, and broken dreams.
Okay. At the moment I hear Cassius say bank left, I'm just gonna put my shoulder on driver's my hand on driver's shoulder and say bank left. I don't know why. Just do it.
Okay. And so they will. All of your cars, as I'm going to see. I don't recharge the finger.
Pull my finger.
Yeah, not a finger to be pulled.
No,
Um,
no way.
As
Finger
it
of doom.
as it walks, the broken building that was blocking your way starts melting away like snow. It is turned to dust as this thing floats ominously towards you at 80 feet around. The cars, all bank left, hit the ground hard. I will say a representative for each of your vehicles. Please make a roll here, which is going to be a Constitution saving throw with the vehicle, please.
With the vehicle. Okay.
Yeah.
Je hebt een goede constitution,
Ooh,
hè, toch?
yeah, that is wel één. Yeah, straight the Constitution. Yes.
Because you're going straight off the highway, basically, into not a place where an off ramp is. Okay? That's for the Jackal. Now, the
Jackal.
Basilisk.
Is iemand aan het doen?
Who's
Nee,
gonna
jij
do
gaat
it?
dat doen. You volunteer yourself.
Als ik een... Oeh,
Yes.
That's
jeez.
better.
Okay. And now
That's over
someone
the auto.
for the back car. Who's gonna do the back car?
Ja, dat wil ik
What was
wel
it?
doen.
Agarrigato?
Yeah, okay,
I'm
Cassius.
invested. I'm invested.
Okay.
Is that a save?
Ga
It's a
even
save,
wc.
right?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw for Jackal.
Shit, wacht, nee. Ik zat in
Doe gewoon
Basilisk.
plus 5, D20 plus 5.
Ja.
Hij zal hetzelfde zijn als de 6.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah,
Or maybe not anymore.
16.
So
Okay.
I didn't doom them.
Okay. So for the front car,
That's the one with Dario and Nolan in it.
Yes,
yes. I will say it's not an immediate setback, but there is a complication. Okay, so a d12 for me, please. Some one of you.
Right.
Do we want it to be low or do we want it to be high?
I don't even know. 4.
Not a 4. Not
I'm
a
not
4.
rolling. I'm not rolling.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. This is interesting. So what happens
Does it
is
mean
you hit the ground in such a way. So you're the first car, right? So bank left. This thing shoots through. It hits the whatever off ramp there is here with such force that the stones making up the road fall behind you. You're scot-free. You're driving away. But the two cars behind you now need to make a skill challenge or take damage. So the Basilisk is up first. You see this part of the road collapse as the one Jackal with Nolan and Dario careens down the left path. What are you guys doing in that one moment, reactionary, to try and assist this vehicle in the jump it's about to make, Dukes to Hazard style?
Can I use perception to quickly identify the safest path to take through the rubble and direct our driver towards, like, you need to hit the left side and that angle?
Sure. I will say because of your perception and not really being all that well versed in vehicle travel, depending on how high you roll, I'm going to say higher than a 25, you give them advantage.
I think the lowest I can roll is a 27, but
Is it?
not sure.
Is it?
No. It's
No,
not.
that's my passive. That's my passive. Sorry. I'll add one
Yeah.
of my psionic dice.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Use those
yeah,
resources.
Robin?
So that's a 28.
No, that's not what this. Okay, 28. All right, fine. You give the driver an advantage on the roll, which is going to be probably athletics, which is good because that's odd for a vehicle, but it's got high strength. Anyone else trying something? So guidance, which is a D4, that's going to be added to the roll.
Is it the two cars have to roll separately?
The cars will roll separately.
So
Dio's
which
gonna
one?
help. He's gonna just say, "Watch out."
Which one is already being helped?
So this is all for the basilisk.
The basilisk
The
is the
basilisk,
one
yeah.
we're in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
I'm giving guidance to the driver.
is the other car 30 feet away from me, or
No.
more than 30 feet away?
No, you guys are driving. You're over 100 feet away right at this point.
Okay, that's a pity.
Or in theory, could I shoot a fireball underneath it to create an updraft to actually push it up?
Woo!
Or can
Okay.
Okay, can I red?
That's just
Okay.
amazingly cool, but
It's gonna damage the car, though. Whether is
We're
it going to
preventing
damage?
by causing more damage.
it's
Yeah.
not smart, but it's very cool.
It's
I don't think it's fair to
That is
So-
also a good argument. That's a good counterpoint.
the
I
car
also
could
use
make the
flame
save.
strike.
And be fine.
Flame strike is not gonna have an updraft, I think. But if you want a fireball to listen, this is that 80s action movie shit that's happening here.
Yes.
If it looks
indeed.
cool, it's gonna work.
Let's
This
do it.
is the petrol explosion. Okay. This is a serious D&D game. I just introduced the most scary motherfucker that's in the stat block of this fucking dungeon manual. And then this is happening. Okay, cool. I'm here for it. So yeah, fireball,
I'll
and then
shove
it's the
deep
deck save
inside.
for the car to see how much damage it takes.
And as I
Stop
cast
burning the car.
the fireball, I pray, may Helios give you wings.
Okay. Okay. This is for the fucking basilisk. Who's gonna roll? Well, yeah, who's gonna click this deck save on the basilisk?
Sure. Dexterity.
Kun je dat nou doen?
Ja, iedereen kan
Wat
je
is
selecteren.
die rollen uit? Het is
Ja.
de auto, hè?
Ja.
Ja, maar
Auto
kun je de
selecteren.
ranger selecteren? Ja.
De
Ja,
range.
hebben
iedereen
ze
kan
allemaal,
allemaal
denk
No,
selecteren.
het is
Ja, dat is
de,
alle
het is de
twee, ja.
basilisk. Yeah, het is
Ja,
de
de
basilisk.
basilisk.
Okay. So that's a failure. So roll the damage.
I'm not. Yeah, okay.
So ironically, that's the first damage that the vehicle is actually going to take.
You're blowing up
Uh,
our car so we don't crash
Yeah,
it? Like, that's...
Great. So applying the damage,
Got
minus
hit
30.
points for a reason. Use
It-
them.
Use them.
En waarom rolde hij nu 35 damage en bij je
jongen.
fireball op de enemy zo...
Dus een
Maar
3
kijk,
zessen.
Hoe
3
werkt
zessen en 2
kansrekenen?
5.
Niemand weet het. Statistiek zegt
Kans rekenen,
zoiets.
kans rekenen. It either happens or it doesn't, oké?
Okay. So just I want Boris just pointing down. May Helios guide you. Rocket jumps.
Yeah.
You rocket jumped with a fucking vehicle.
Jumping, ja.
That
Rule of
doesn't
cool.
make sense. Yeah, you know that and I know that. But these new guys don't know how it works.
Just a driver going, huh? And just boom. Okay.
Fly, motherfucker! Fly!
This
Uh,
is literally just explosions happening in the background as people are flying. It's beautiful. That's gonna give. I don't. Sure, that's a bonus somewhere. I'll say it lowers the DC.
The explosion
Um,
fixes the road and it's back to normal for the.
yeah, it's
lowers.
so the DC was 15 on this. I'll say it reduces it to DC 10 because that's the least I could do. You have advantage on the roll. So is everybody done helping?
Nee, ik,
I'm
ik,
not gonna,
nog,
I'm not gonna add
eh,
something
ik
to it.
activeer Boots of Flying en I'll ask Calendar help me a bit. En ik ga gewoon wat proberen mee heffen. Samen met Calendar. Dus hij zit te flappen.
Okay, the dragons are gonna push the roof. Great. Athletics checks from you both.
Het probleem is, bestaat er dan een kans dat het tak er afscheurt? Of...
Then they have to really do well. Okay, Gorst is doing well. And the dragon as well. Okay, so you see this little wormling pump up the muscles and just flap the wings inside the scar, because why not?
Kan je niet even...
It's a sizable car.
Nee.
Yeah, if you add it about, okay, just pulling, sure, okay, this is happening. That's a good success from you. I'll lower the DC to 8 with this.
I was gonna roll 25 and nothing was necessary.
Exactly.
Ja, ze hebben al advantage.
I hope.
If we
I
fuck it
hope
up
so.
now, we're gonna be very sad.
Okay, so DC 8 on a +6 strength. Who is going to roll with advantage for the basilisk?
Only double ones or a 1 and a 2
Oh.
fails it.
I had to overkill a roll.
Sure.
Go for it.
Athletics, right? Or...
Athletics advantage. Ooh. Okay. With all of that, that advantage was necessary.
Absolutely.
Holy fuck. Okay.
But the DC
So-
was 8 though, so like
Yeah, but with all the help, if that
the
advantage and
other help.
everything, so
Yeah.
yeah. If you failed in your help,
we
Then it
would have
could have
been toast. Yes.
it would have heightened the DC. How do I even start? So, as the front car collapses the ramp, the basilisk careens forward and then explodes from the point of view of Dario and Nolan. You just see this this explosion as a dragon is helping lift it on the apex, and then with some damage to it, skids along. That was the first vehicle. I will say, with the
Oh no,
explosion of the
fire.
fireball, it has made
Please.
things easier for the other car.
Vergeet je er eerst.
What has happened?
He generated something.
I have to override the
Situation.
generate
Yeah.
something.
All right.
Zalig.
That's scary.
That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail.
I
I don't want to know what the search was.
No, no problem.
okay. I need to save
That's
this.
the thumbnail.
All right.
That's the thumbnail there.
Oh god. I'm
Uh,
showing this on stream, I think. Hang on, can I? Because this is locked. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Thank you, generative AI. You're useful for something.
You
Zo weet hij
killed
dat op,
5 trees and
It was
wasted
made for that.
200 liters of water by doing this.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna
But
put
I'll
this on the
concede it
screen.
was quite cool.
We're gonna print this on a canvas and give it to everyone to hang up in the house.
We're legally not allowed to do that, I think.
Okay. For legal purposes, everything he says is bullshit. Okay. Wow. The second car sees this happen as a moment of panic, but these guys are in rough shape. Well, there's no helping them as far as you've already helped them. So, who wants to roll a strength or a athletics check? No advantage, but DC 10 for the jackal that's left behind.
I'll roll it.
These
Yeah,
poor
I
fellas.
don't have it.
No.
Oh.
It's a that car is a victim of our bad rolls.
Bye bye.
Yeah,
After
let's not
everything they
forget,
went
Ed,
through.
the entire problem started with car 1, because car 2 and car 3 were fine making this turn.
Okay. So there is a setback. Who wants to roll a d4?
Sure.
Two. Okay. It is not a breakdown. So that's actually not too bad. So it damages the driving. So it goes down. It eats it in the rubble and everything like that, and actually damages the steering. So now it is less maneuverable. That means any check the driver makes is at disadvantage again. So, but it is not a breakdown, so it doesn't slow down. I'll make a note of that. So it's actually not that bad. It could have been a lot worse. So Jackal is got another point of wear and not a breakdown, but
The unofficial party motto is, well, it could have been worse.
driving
Not that bad.
this year
Should have brought a cleric.
checks disadvantage.
We did bring
There
a
we go.
cleric, and he fireballed our own car.
Yeah, but it's not in the other car.
Now then,
Can't argue with
you,
that.
for a moment, as this thing is still moving towards you, by the way, because this is still happening, you do manage to outpace it with the cars, dodging through this rubble, and you can see these streets getting narrower and narrower, and you feel as though you might have been led astray. But in this wall of buildings, there suddenly appears a tunnel of some kind. And as there is no other way out, their old buildings seem to have fallen or broken down. This is all rubble. This one tunnel seems to be the only way. You drive through, and suddenly the ground itself starts to change. The black Severn sands start becoming lighter, the sand more fine, and even in a moment starting to slow you down a little bit until it hardens again. Here, you see, Dario, for the first time, something that could be said to be vegetation. But these are gnarled trees with no leaves, only branches that seem to all coalesce in helixes that run up and spread in as though the roots of the tree itself were flipped upside down.
But they look alive. It's not that they're dead.
They look alive. They don't look broken. They look quite well. In fact, some of them are moving softly in a breeze, even though there is no wind here. And at the very center of this, there is a clearing. Now there is nothing but white sand, making it much more difficult for these vehicles to move. A circle that could be mistaken as simple runes that are lying in the sand. And at the center of this, there is a much larger twisted growth. And for a moment, you realize that this circle of buildings, this tunnel you entered, are no longer to be seen on the horizon. You are in a large open expanse. Tunnel nowhere to be seen again. So,
What?
Yeah.
Would I recognize this as a teleportation circle?
Make an Arcana roll.
I think it's the summons.
20. No, this is abyssal magic, and it seems to be almost religious, more so than magical. I'm just gonna grab everyone here. And dazzle you all with my incredible abilities as we go to this place.
Ooh. Big.
So I will say, yeah, you guys come from there. There we go. So I did, again, use a little bit of generation. There we are.
Ooit gedacht dat je een derde auto ging overleven. Niemand toch?
They're here.
It's gonna be real awkward when we stop and they get out and they go like, so why'd you shut down the radio, Commander?
So exactly here, you all feel as though you are no longer being chased. The wide open expanse, the city is gone. The white sand instead of the black. And a sky that looks oddly milky gray. But there's... Yeah, go on.
Can I see references as they like alike? Are there stars or something that might
Just a gray
tell me
sky.
where- Okay.
No clouds, nothing. It feels as though
Okay.
there is mist and fog very close to the surface, but not quite. Not enough to impede your vision, as your vision is open and wide.
Okay.
Can I approach Cassius and say, Cassius, you look a little bit rough right now. Permission
I
to
feel
touch?
rough as well.
Yeah, do I have permission to touch you?
I
I
want the
appreciate you
drivers.
asking, and yeah, hey, this is it's nice that he's asking. If
help.
you could
It'll make you feel a little
help me,
bit
then
better.
that would be most appreciated. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll heal you for 30 hit points
Yeah.
Okay.
with my
Yeah.
healing.
It feels awful. It feels like you're about to throw up.
Because it's divine.
Yeah,
No, just because Gord is touching you.
yeah. It's like like
Oh, dwarf.
get a fucking bath once in a while. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah. It's that also with your divine aversion.
Yeah. All right. Sweet.
Okay.
Thanks.
So with that, the commander is gonna say, I think we're good for now. Don't know why, but and the others as well. Yeah. All right, everybody, post up. Let's see what the damage is. And the other car, the last one, is already stopped, and they look like the car looks like it's been through a blender, like it's been used as a chew toy for a dragon. It's missing a lot of pieces, but it is still functional magically. The medic is already administering like help. They've got these things that they're sticking into one of the guys that was heavily poisoned, and they're trying to patch them up, but they are rough. Commander's running over to them. Your own vehicle mostly fine, except for a lot of blackened. The bottom is oddly blackened, and some scratches on the windshield and everything like that. In fact, the place where this creature had pointed to Cassius has like melted part of the windscreen where the beam of the finger went through.
Oh, God.
But for now,
I don't suppose Nolan of Dario dat jullie mending hebben of zo, om zo stukje per stukje heel zijn auto te fixen.
Nope, I do not.
That's a bit.
yep, this is one of those
I
rare moments where
prefer-
mending would be amazing.
Yeah.
Can we get Cassius to the medics and get him patched up?
I already healed him.
Gord healed me a bunch, but if the
Orcus.
medics can chalk me full.
Yeah,
of
they're
drugs,
like,
then-
hey man, listen, I saw your skin fall off. I mean, that was you look better now. Okay,
It was still very horrifying.
you actually
But
hear the
somehow
gunner.
not as I felt Gord's presence.
Yeah,
That wasn't fine.
you hear now the gunner from Nolan Dario's car just go shout at the top of her lungs, like, "What the fuck is going on with you people?" And
Business as usual.
the commander just calm down. And I will give character names now because in all of this, there we go.
They've survived long enough. They've earned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be characterized. I have names for all of these people, so you've got 8 of them.
Well, this is what we
Uh,
do.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you asked us earlier how we survived out here. This is how.
No. This is Captain. They've been. You've seen it. They use same thing
Magic.
these creatures do. Magic. What the-
Yes. There's
Well,
lots of people using magic, just not in your city.
Well, you are using magic as well. I mean, you're shooting magical projectiles at everything that walks away. And you...
Indeed.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Yes, they are
Yes,
magically.
they are.
And everyone is like going through. I will say so. The gunner for the jackal is called Ri Odan. I'll just give this entire table to you guys so you can actually.
That would help because I have
Yeah.
historically not been great at correctly
Yeah.
typing.
Mhm.
Although,
names into my own
yeah.
notes.
although I realize I need to. There's character information there that you guys aren't supposed to know.
Yannick var väldigt hjärtefängd. Det är inte
Fan.
så här bra like over the rest. It's all
Yeah. And then after that, it's got crazy.
I've turned into
Vooral
a zealot with
Nolan
like
met de
2
grenade
side
vind ik de
blades.
beste.
yeah, all with a grenade.
Is that a grenade?
I asked him to do it with the grenade, but
Oh God!
I am wondering why Nolan turned into a woman. Yes.
Cassius,
I'm not gonna
you
show
look
that
like
one.
a Jedi
I don't want to get
warrior.
pulled in.
I
I
look
don't want to get pulled
like
in.
a StarCraft zealot with 2 side blades.
I'm a
Yeah.
woman
which
as
I'm
well.
not 100% opposed to.
Wonderful.
I
Yeah,
asked
there
him
you.
to check.
There's a woman is canon now.
Ik heb gevraagd om de druid te vervangen, maar dan heeft hij er dit van gemaakt. Dus het is echt zo.
It's okay. Why is he on a horse?
Yes,
Now,
It's an
Please
elk.
replace.
elk.
Yes.
Please replace.
Nee.
Oké,
Oh,
What
je
an
dus,
elk.
daarin
Oh,
zou
God.
je nu een elk zijn dat jij ooit
I
gekocht
don't know. I've thought about it multiple times. It's still in a cage in the lost
You need to
Okay.
go find it. Yeah.
okay, back in the zone. Sorry,
Ja,
You're
I
not
closed
sorry.
Gemini. No, because
You're
I'm
not
fucking
sorry.
epic. I'm sorry.
ja.
I'm awaiting a
back
list
to
of
the-
NPCs and
yeah,
names that I
I-
can copy
okay.
instead of
Yes.
trying
I
to
will-
figure out
Um,
how to spell.
Well, we're
Captain,
Okay, hang on. These are the people. There we go. Oh wow, that's a lot of spaces. Never
we're
mind.
all outside, right?
Yeah.
I'm just
hang
gonna
on.
touch. I'm gonna touch the ground or the sand. I don't know what it is. I'm going to look around and see if I can see traces of any sort of animals, creatures, footsteps. Just to
So
see
make a nature check for me.
how alone we are.
Ik geen enkel bladje aan die bomen of struiken. Hè.
Nope.
Of course.
Oh,
This is not.
okay.
Well,
This is not
nature
your
is not my
place.
thing. No.
How is nature not your thing?
So you touch the sand, and you realize that this is not stone sand. This is not beach sand. It hurts your fingers. It feels like it's made of tiny shards of glass. And you just look, and there's little drops of blood on your very hands as you touch it. The blood falls in drips to the ground, and then immediately spreads like it's being absorbed by the very sand itself. The trees here, there is no wind, but they keep moving. But they are not all moving to the same side. They sway on their own accord, and you hear the creaking of the wood, almost like a language is being spoken. And all of them somewhat in reverence of this central pillar, this tangle. This is not your nature. This is as alien, perhaps even more alien than the place you just came from.
In 60 feet van de center, dus een klein beetje dichter en dan Divine Sense. En zien dat er
Oké.
ook bomen binnen die in Divine Sense vallen.
Okay.
So, Captain, what do you know of this place, by the way? Oh, was that
Yeah. So, Divine
Sorry.
Sense, you definitely. I will say there is a very vague hint of celestial power in the central column. But most of this is fiendish in nature.
I did not expect that. Yeah, I will tell that to everyone.
Mm.
Keep an eye on
One-
the center.
I wonder what the trees use as nourishment. Is it the blood dwindled in my sand?
What did you notice, Gord?
Well, I get a strong fiendish vibe from the center. That tree thing there, but there's also a hint of celestial power.
Well,
I will
can-
yell in Celestial. Show yourself.
Nice.
Okay. Make a persuasion roll, Nolan. While Boris, you turn to the captain, and she is still busy with trying to sort everyone out, the wounded, trying to calm down the gunner, Ree, and she's still like going like, this is not safe. They're they're part of this. They've been out there too long. They're starting to use the powers that these things. And then the captain turns to you and just shakes her head and doesn't really make eye contact with you, Boris. I have never seen this before. We're the furthest out anyone's been in years. And Nolan, as you shout, there is no echo here. It feels like your voice just falls dead the second it leaves your mouth. At that very moment, all the radios on you and the vehicles start transmitting static again. And the commander just looks up, runs to the car, and shuts it off again. And looks very nervous. Cassius and Dario, I will say that you definitely heard a voice over the radio before she shut it down, but you couldn't understand what it said.
Can I inside check the captain? See if they've heard this before? Were they telling the truth of the we've never been this far and they don't know what's going on?
Make an insight roll.
Could I also try and grasp if magic, because the soldiers seem to be astonished by the fact we use magic, but the captain seems to be less impressed. I've got the idea knows more of or has already experienced magic.
You make an insight roll as well. Thanks for trying.
Nolan talking to women.
Burn.
Trying to figure out what the girl is thinking. You have nothing.
Yeah. So Cassius, however, has better luck. You see fear in her eyes and also sadness. And you realize that she perfectly knows what's going on here, at least. And in terms of are they the furthest out, she said in years.
Yeah. She will telepathically hear a voice in her head telling her, if you know what's going on, you should at least inform us. We don't have to tell your troops if that would freak them out, but you have to tell us what's going on.
Is this an attempt at intimidation or persuasion?
This is mostly persuasion. I am asking her.
All right, so roll that persuasion.
I have a -1 on that.
Okay. So she immediately goes to her ear, as if to touch her communication device, and then, immediately focus on you, as it's your voice that she hears.
Yeah, she'll recognize my voice. Yeah.
And start moving towards her sidearm. And when that happens, all the rangers start stopping what they're doing and start looking and also start reaching for their weapons. Okay. The only thing that's ever talked inside my head was one of those things out there. So you're all going to very much come clean as to how you survived out there and why you aren't one of those things out there. You're gonna say so now.
We didn't come from out there. Actually, we didn't come from this planet at all.
They've been lying to you.
We've survived out there for like maybe 5 minutes before you found us.
You better sit down, because what we're going to explain now is nothing you will expect.
We
We
don't want to
came.
fight
Well,
you. You can
We
ask
are.
any
We are.
question you want, and we will explain truthfully.
I understand that you have experienced something talking in your head, but actually, where we come from, what my friend has done is quite basic ability. It's not hard. It's not. It's not evil. It's the user. The user that uses it defines whether or not magic is evil. Magic on itself is just like your gun.
I turn to my party. Are we really going to explain them everything? I mean, we can tell them anything we want. They won't believe us anyway. It will be way too imaginative or too large to grasp or believe they have been
Well,
No,
fooled
Nolan, the
by.
truth is very
Nolan,
strong.
Nolan,
Well,
we are in the
yes, but,
middle of nowhere and we need them.
but how are we supposed to have them believe our story?
We can only tell the truth, and they can make of it what they want. They don't
I
think
No.
these are bad
I'm
people, and
going
it's
to.
wrong.
So,
Mhm. So
well,
I'll allow a group persuasion check. See what happens there. You will also notice, Nolan, that there is a little red dot pointed at your heart coming from one of the rifles.
No, he doesn't have one.
Haha.
Rookie
How
So
is
you
that
can.
mistake.
headshot?
Oh, Nolan.
We got you there.
So we all need to make a persuasion check, or
Yes, it's a
Yes.
group one, and we'll see if success or failure happens on the basis of that. Or
I
how
tried, guys.
En
we will
Nolan
continue.
heeft dan een 20 met dat.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
I was also being
pragmatism
honest.
is the way to victory here.
Toont ze uw papiertje met uw uitleg op.
Okay, so we
Dat is hier van
have.
ons.
I've got the summary here.
Oh, it's so much on the knife's edge, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's not.
It's
20
not
10.
great. So the response is going to be, we're not going to be sitting down. You're all going to stand over there and you're going to tell everything we need to know, or we're going back without you all.
it seemed like
Your
you needed us more than we needed you.
Fair enough.
Indeed, indeed. Your chance of survival is a lot. Is
I
quite
don't
slim.
care. You've
You'll
been
manage.
lying to us. You've jeopardized our lives by doing so. And the only
Us.
way, the only reason we're still having this conversation is because either you were saving your own skin, or at least were helping us out to get out here. But now we're in a pile of trees that I don't know what the hell's going on. So we're gonna start
What is
talking.
your mission out here? Why are you sent out here?
Everything we've said so far to you has been completely truthful.
Yet
Hmm.
I don't
Based
know
on
why
what
I'm
you
here.
know,
Well, let's just tell our part of the story first. And don't
Okay,
want to
go
anger
ahead.
them.
At that point, Cassius, you feel something gnash. It's not words, but it is knowledge that comes to you. Because you know that the path to victory is through unity, through community, through oneness. One
Mhm.
must all be unified, or they cannot be within this holy space.
Mm.
And that is where we will end the session.
I will brief that to Nolan over the
Oké,
mental connection
interesting.
before I
Dus we
forget.
moeten het
So
allemaal
Nolan can...
eens zijn, anders gaat er iets gebeuren.
Right. Coole
Is
sessie
this...
wel.
Well,
That didn't go how On the level of D&D sessions that never go the way I think they would go, this definitely ranks very high. Because I didn't expect the 80s action movie shit. But there we are. I gave you vehicles, and you have the ability to create fireballs. It is kind of inevitable. But still.
Nobody died.
Nobody
Yeah,
died.
I gave
because
you.
Surprisingly, yeah.
I gave you a thumbnail, my friend. I gave you
Yeah.
a thumbnail.
And the thing is, that first roll that went so badly on the second turn and it turned into a whole thing, that wasn't really supposed to be that big of an encounter because I was going to use the Nightwalker for a lot more shit. But okay, fine. This was cool. This was cool as well.
Very,
That's
very.
how it goes. And god damn it. Hey, having an untested system, it's so much fun, you guys. Because I have to fucking make up a lot of shit on the fly. Anyway,
If
With
you
that
don't
said-
give us constraints, we will find limits, of course. But
exactly. But hey, with that, I'm going to stop the stream.